Hello friends, in this video we will see how to use robot framework with Appium. So before starting anything about robot framework, let's see what this framework is. So basically robot framework is keyword driven framework which is used to write test cases like we are using it for Appium. So let's see how it internally works. So basically we have this kind of structure for robot framework. We have robot library, we have test suites, we have robot executor, we have HTML report, we have Appium library, we have Appium Python client. Like I am working in Python, so I have mentioned Appium Python client. We have Appium server, we have mobile devices. So let's see how it works. So basically, firstly, we will have, let me just show you the animation which I created. Yeah, so we have the robot library, which is the inbuilt library of the robot framework. We have test suite, the test cases which we are writing for automating our application. And then we have the robot executor. And then we have Appium library. Appium library basically is the robot external library which is Appium library. We will see what it is and what it contains. And we have Appium Python client. So if you have worked in Python, so this must be installed and you must know about it. So it is basically a client for Appium for using Python. And then we have the Appium server which connected through the Appium Python client, and the Appium server then execute it on all the devices, and then it will send the result to the robot executor, and then the robot executor will generate the HTML report. So with HTML report it also generates some XML and logs as well. So this is about the robot framework, and let's see how it get installed in our Mac. So basically to install API robot framework, what we need to do is we just need to fire this command. If you have pip already installed, pip install and robot framework, so it will automatically install the updated version of robot framework. And after installing robot framework, so this robot framework will install this robot executor. So now you need the Appium library for the robot as well. So what you need to do is you need to run this pip install robot framework Appium library. So it will install the robot Appium library. We will talk about it, what it is and what it contains. So what does this Appium library is? So basically Appium library for the robot framework is a library which contains keywords, pre-built keywords you can say, or library keywords which we can use to automate our application. For example, there is a simple keyword like capture paste screenshot. So so this will take a screenshot of the current page, and then it will show it in our HTML logs. And we have various useful keywords which can be used as it is. We don't need to write any Python syntax or any Java syntax for it. For example, we can just write input text and pass two arguments. First one is locator. Locator is the XPath or any locator strategy which you are using, and then text. So it will input the text into that locator. So in that way there are various keywords. Let's talk about some of them. So I have written a simple test case So this is a test case which contains settings. In settings, we will define all the libraries we are using in this test case. So like we are using Appium library. So I'll just write library and Appium. So there can be multiple spaces, but it is mandatory to give more than two spaces for the robots framework syntax. And I have also written run on failure, so it will at the time of failure it will capture the screenshot of the current page of our application. And then we have some variables, then we have some locator and their values, and this is how we can write our test case. So this is the test case name, this is the documentation what the test case is all about. And like we have the first step is open application. So what we do in Python is we provide the capabilities to the WebDriver to start our application. So in this scenario what we will do is we will use this open application keyword, which is the inbuilt keyword of Appium library, and we will pass some arguments. Arguments are same as the capabilities which you provide while starting our Appium. So these are the arguments I defined in some variables. So you can check this code in this in the link description. And we have this sleep basically is an inbuilt a robot library keyword which is used to which will explicitly sleep for 2 seconds. So basically the syntax of this robot framework is pretty much easy. You can for example to swipe, you just need to write swipe and then pass four arguments, which is basically two start and end points. And then we can simply write capture paste screenshot. We can even click on some text if we don't know if we don't want to get its XPath. For example, we can right click text. In my scenario I will open the setting app and then I will click on the Wi-Fi with Wi-Fi text, and then it will click on switch and then capture page screenshot. And in the last I have written tear down. So basically for tear down, whether the app got failed or pass, it will run. So so let's see this test case, how do we need to run this test case. So basically to run this test case we need to firstly start the Appium. So for starting Appium, we will just write Appium and provide the port, like the by default port is 4723. Yeah, so as it got started, we will just run our script using this robot and space our name of the script. Let me check what is the name. Yeah, so yeah, as you can see in the Appium logs that the script has executed. Sorry, it's executing on device. Let me show you the device screen. Yeah, here it is. So there is some error. Let's check what is the error. Yeah, it's something with the Appium WebDriver. Let me just restart the Appium WebDriver. So like in this scenario what we can do is we can check our report. like it's saying it is executed. So yeah, as you can see, there is some WebDriver exception while opening our application. So as you can see, the previous result which I ran successfully. So this is the same script which we are talking about. So it gives us this kind of HTML report in which we can get at what time the test case got executed, and how much time it took to get executed. Like in our scenario, it took around 18 seconds. And it also provides how much time a keyword took to execute. So like open execution took around 7.5 seconds. Then we have sleep for 2 seconds, and then we have swipe, and then we have capture paste screenshot, and then we have close application. So basically we can get the whole HTML report of our test case which got executed, and we also get a screenshot in case of failure. Let me just check what what is the problem with it. Let's run it again. And yeah, as you can see, it triggered the script in the Appium server, and parallelly we can see the execution on mobile. So here we can see our WebDriver agent got installed in our device. Yep, so WebDriver got launched, and then it will launch our setting apps application as I provided in our capability. You can provide any bundle ID of your application. There was a swipe. So let me just open the test case as well. So first step was open application, then swipe, and then it will capture paste screenshot, then it will click on the text Wi-Fi, and then it will switch, and then capture paste screenshot, and then close application. So let's see how the execution got executed. Yeah, so here is the HTML report part. So let me just open it in the browser. So it is not working in Safari, but it is working fine with the Chrome. So yeah, and yeah, it has very impressive report. As you can see, if you have number of test cases, you can see how much time it got took to execute. For all the test cases, you can mark any critical test cases, and you can find any kind of test cases. So I have written Appium robot first for the test case name, and we can see the detailed report, you can say, in which there is a execution time and all the steps, or you can say the keyword execution is there. So in this way yeah, so as you can see, the Wi-Fi was on, not connected, but then after this, yeah, so it switched the it switched the Wi-Fi, and then it closes our application. So that's it from my side. We will learn more about how we can make our scripts for execution on iOS and Android, both the devices, even parallelly with robot framework, in our next videos. Thank you very much.